Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this week's event. I will be talking about the full moon in Leo, which it's next week already, but it is something that, or a topic that Spirit wanted me to talk about. So I like to follow with the guidance of Spirit. So I'm going to give everybody a moment or two to receive the notification that I am live. And I'm going to get my notes up here as well. And yeah, we'll take it from there. There we go. Hello, I see a few people have received the notification. So hello, good morning, good afternoon. It's good to see everyone. Hello, Robin. Hello, hello, hello. So I am going to begin by smudging. I'm going to start by smudging and setting the space in that way. Okay. All right. Hello. Okay. So I have my sage, my white sage in here, and then I have my Palo Santo. All right. And away we go. I'm going to give the herbs a nice lighting here. Okay. So I've got them, I've got a fire going, I have a little bit of fire. All right. So welcome and good morning, everyone. If you're watching later, hello and good afternoon or evening. All right, so we're all going to take a moment to connect in with Spirit, calling in the light, taking a moment to find our breaths and our center, connecting in this moment, breathing in the light, connecting with the light, breathing in, bringing light into the lungs, into the cells, into all of our cells, into our being, calling in our holy helpers or guides, our spirit team to be present with us now and always, asking to be supported in our lives with guidance and protection and the wisdom and the strength and love and to support and healing and support that we all need in this moment, however it looks for you, wherever you are. I'm asking for the guidance to be able to share the information and hold the space for all of us today. And so it is. And so it is. All right. So hello, everyone. Hello. Good to see all of you here so far. And if I miss you later with the live, then I hope that you enjoyed the information. So it is Sunday, January 29th. I am at the Bonita Springs Mystical Moon, as you could tell by my wintry altar, my Yule altar. And I'm going to be talking about the full moon in Leo. So we have plenty of time all week to work with the energies as we build up the energy. And I did want to share with a side note, I have heard so much feedback, received so much feedback around my card of the day and the deck I've been using for January. Either people really loved it or they were not big fans. So we'll have a couple more days of the Millennial Tarot and we'll take it from there. I think I have February's deck all set. A few of you have already purchased it. I used it, I think, in the last live. So February's deck is going to be the Tarot of Owls by Pamela Chen, I think. And so that it's a beautiful deck. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate all the feedback around the card of the day and the deck, whether you resonate or not. I think all feedback is important. As I mentioned, some people were saying, I didn't quite get it. And so that's okay. Not all decks are going to resonate with all of us. And, I do think it does help if you are purchasing a deck to be able to look at the cards and the feel and ask questions. And I know if you don't have a store nearby you, that sometimes shopping online is the only avenue that you have. So, anywho, good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, good morning. And so I am Laurie Barraco, and I am here today to talk about the full moon in Leo. And so, let's see here. Well, There are a lot of benefits with any sign, with any moon, with any phase of the moon. And remember, we are energetic beings, so we feel, see, experience the cosmic energies. They all have an impact on us. I mean, look at the tides. They're affected by the moon. Women's cycles are affected by the phase of the moon. There have been studies that that people have more of emotional time around the full moon. So it really does help us to support us to have a little bit of information of what is going on and how to connect and work with those energies as well. Hey, Barb, hello. So I'm going to talk about this moon and away we go. Okay, so next Sunday, February 5th at 1:29 p.m. Eastern is the height of the full moon in Leo. And so it provides us an opportunity to be in the spotlight and in the center of attention with this moon, right? So this moon's focus is on you. On you. And for some people, they love being in the spotlight and the focus being on them. And some people really don't care for it. And they feel a little conflicted and it bothers them and they don't want eyes on them. They prefer to be behind the scenes. So this Leo moon invites us to use our gifts and our creativity and to shine and to not shy away from being acknowledged for our gifts and who we are, right? And maybe there's a promotion you want at work and you have to muster up some confidence to help you with that position or that interview. Maybe you're launching something new with your business, right? And so you might need a little bit more confidence. Maybe there's something that popped up with a personal relationship and you need to, in a way, speak your truth and not shy away from that, right? So this moon is really going to help us to do that. So I'm going to share a little bit more about that energy. And then I was going to share some maybe journal prompts for you all. I am going to encourage you, if you don't already have paper and pen, to grab some. I did not create notes for this class for handing out or for downloading. Yeah, time ran out. I taught tarot in Fort Myers yesterday, so that is a workshop that takes a little prep work. Anyway, but I do want to say before I forget, in February, the last Saturday in February, which would be February 25th, I will be teaching another tarot workshop online. So I'll be posting about that. So it's about 4.5 hours and it'll be on Zoom. So that'll be coming up too. So if you're interested in learning how to read the tarot for yourself, I'll be sharing that. Okay, so if you don't have your pen and paper, I might get some later or watch the replay. I do have some suggestions. Hello, Doreen. How have you been? Hope all is well. Okay, so with this full moon, if you don't know this about Leo, the full moon in Leo loves to be the focus of attention, and it's a heart-centered sign. It also reminds us of who we are and what we're here to do, right? It reminds us that we're here for a purpose and to not shy away from that purpose or those purposes. And so there are some prompts with this moon that I invite you this week or on the full moon as you have your full moon ceremony to think about. So here we go. Here's the first one. What are the old identities that we need to cut cords from? Right? What is that old identity that you're still, with your emotions, your feelings, you're looping back to? What do you need to put an end to? And in a ceremoniously way, within ceremony, intentionally say, I'm going to let this go. And I am asking spirit to support me with not going back and looping to that old identity. What old stories do you have that still you are holding on to, whether you realize it or not, that aren't supporting you and your identity, which you've worked really hard to heal at this time? Now, it doesn't mean that we're trying to wash away our stories and our experiences, because they help us with our growth process, and it's why we're here. But Sometimes we're going back to situations that we know that don't really serve us, and as we align with that mindset and that through those lenses, that it keeps us in a place that is maybe not in alignment with our potential right in the right here and right now. So what old identities are not serving you that you're ready to say, I need to kick that one to the curb, right? Another prompt is, what makes my heart sing? What makes my heart sing, right? What makes me really happy? What is my calling at this time? What's my calling? Am I really being pulled and validated by spirit that that's a place for me to focus my energy and to channel my energy? And how can I share this passion with the world? Right? What are you passionate about? And what's your piece to share with others? Is it your enthusiasm? Are you a motivational coach? Do you have information about mental wellness? Do you know about physical health, right? Maybe you're a holistic medicine coach. Do you have a beautiful voice? Do you have artwork to share with others? Do you have a way with animals? What is your gift to share with the world? How can I shine with the focus being placed on me, but yet keep myself humbled at the same time? That could be the flip side of some of that Leo energy, right? That sometimes Leo can go into the complete opposite direction where they've got their chest puffed out and they're out of balance with their confidence level and they're overconfident, almost where it's a turnoff by other people. So how can we navigate right through all of that with being confident but not being obnoxious with it, right? So it's a fine line, I think, for some people, right? So how can I do that and be humble at the same time and recognize this is a strength? And is it my tone? Is it my presence? Am I bragging? What am I doing? How can I find that beautiful in between place? What identities are holding me back from my potential? What stories need to be put to rest? This is going to kind of go back to that other question from before about what old identities are not serving me and what identities are holding me back from my potential and what stories need to be put to rest. And so with this energy, this moon's energy, we are being called, as I mentioned, to share our passions with the world. We're here to fulfill our soul's destiny. So we are also in the sun sign of Aquarius, and Aquarius is focused on the collective, universal, collective. They're sharing, right? So there, in a way, there is that balance between Aquarius, what's best for the whole, and at the same time with Leo, but making sure your needs are being met, not being in that victim martyr place. So it's that fine line, right? So that's where we're at this month with this collective. So there are some things also to be mindful when we experience a full moon. The tendency to create drama is extremely high. So keep yourself grounded. Make sure you don't allow the triggers to rev you up. If you look at some of the blogs that have been written about this moon and the information, and just because of that fiery energy of Leo, right? And being in with the group mindset of Aquarius, the potential for drama is pretty high, and to be stuck and pulled into the drama and creating drama too. So keep an eye on that, right? It really doesn't serve us. Once you have come to a place on your journey where you've had more peace and you've done a lot of healing and inner work, then when drama pops up, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't serve. And so we might see that witnesses be pulled into it or stir the pot with this moon. So let's be mindful of that. And I'm glad to see that you're doing well, Doreen. Okay, so here are some of the activities that I'd like to share with you, but I did want to see if anybody had any comments, or have you been noticing any of these energies or these influences at this time? Have you noticed a little bit more drama or being called to cut those cords of the identities that aren't serving you and keeping you in a stuck victim place? I'm going to wait a moment for some of the comments here. See what we got. And I see that someone says on Facebook, yes, so much so. Right? We have choice. We have choice. We can engage. We can disengage. We can be neutral with our responses, right? And someone says cutting cords for sure, right? And so there are many different ways to cut those cords, right? Let me see if I can find my article on that, because I do have a blog post that I share with so many people, and it's about the cutting those cords and the different ways you can cut cords. All right, so let me go to my blog, and I'll share that link with everyone. I wait for some comments here. All right. All right, there's that comment, and I'm going to post it in the group, in the live. Let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot there. Interesting. How did I get over there? I don't know. Hey, I don't even see me live in the group here. That's weird. Hold on one second, everybody. I'll wait for the comments, and I'm also going to check. I know I'm live in this group, right? Yeah, there I am. There I am. Okay, there I am. Okay, so let me check on some of your comments here. And I see Doreen says, if Phil, when drama comes to me, I strongly feel detached from it. Excellent. Barb says, oh, yes, it's already manifesting. Cut those cords, St. Michael. Absolutely. Michaela says, thank you. You're welcome. And Joe says, this Leo moon Aquarius has potential to be very explosive, but not necessarily in a bad way. I have a feeling that it's going to be a catalyst for many people and things. Absolutely, 100%, right? So sometimes there needs to be a little bit of drama that pops up, and we can say, oh yeah, I really don't want any part of that. That bothers me. Or I'm also hearing that quote where some people say, could I be the problem? Could I be the drama? Yeah, that's a potential too. So, but that fiery energy can be used to motivate, to get you to move to a different place. So if you'd like, check out that blog article that I have on cutting the cords and freeing your energy up. And I would say to cut the cords as is needed. And so when we have a full moon event, there is a lot of emotion. The moon is water, and water is a representation of our emotions. And so it's heightened. And then you have the intuition. And if you're an empath, you're feeling it even more so. So everything's really magnified with that. And so with the full moon, yeah, things are getting stirred up with our emotions. And so then you've got the Leo, the fiery energy, and then maybe being around a lot of people with Aquarius as well. It can add up, but it's a great time to say, okay, this full moons are a time of releasing and ending. And so what am I asking to be complete with at this time? All right, so here are some suggestions that I have with this moon. So you can wear the colors gold, orange, or yellow. It's a lot of solar plexus energy, right? That will, that desire, that courage. And so you can wear those colors or work with the colors. You could work with the crystals that are gold, orange, or yellow, and that really will help harness some of that solar energy of Leo. So some of the crystals are citrine, fire agate, and carnelian. You could carry them, wear them, put them on your altar, meditate with them, put them in your pocket. You may also want to blend some of the Aquarian energies with like some purples and blacks, like amethyst or black obsidian. So remember that full moons are all about cleansing. So let's cleanse, let's declutter, let's take a salt bath, let's go outside in nature, let's get rid of some of the things that we're done with, donate it, toss it, get rid of it, right? Bury it, surrender it. Inner decluttering and outer decluttering, if that if that's grammatically correct. I'm not sure. So that is something that really is helpful with the full moon. It's a great reminder because it's a cycle. It's like some people on the first of the month, right? They use their cinnamon and they want to blow in some abundance into their homes. So the full moon is also the time for the ending of a cycle, clean slate coming up. What do I want to release and intentionally release so I don't take that with me into this new cycle, right? Yeah. Like you wouldn't want if you're going to somewhere really fancy and you bought new clothes for this event and so on and so forth, and new clothes and everything's new except you have dirty socks, right? It kind of doesn't vibe with the feel and the vibration and the intention of where you're going. All right. So, as I mentioned, so the taking a cleansing bath with salt, sea salt, Himalayan salt, Epsom salt, that's a wonderful way of resetting your energy. With your releasing and forgiveness, so this is a great time to release and forgive. So, forgiving yourself or others only when you're ready. So, you can burn, write, journal, and be in prayerful states to shift that energy to release it, acknowledge it, and release it. You can even say, I ask Spirit to assist me with releasing what no longer serves me, whether I am conscious of it or not, right? Asking Spirit in a way that is gentle and kind, but necessary. The cord cutting I spoke about, spending time outside, connecting with the moon. I love to go outside and connect with the moon and just sit out there and listen to nature and ground myself and see what she has to tell me. You could also make moon water, right, for rituals. So you can collect some moon water for a ritual bath, putting it in your bath. You could create an elixir and spray it and use it for blessing. Collecting moon water really is a powerful ritual. Also, we could talk about the sacral chakra, right? So I spoke about the solar plexus, which is the stomach area, but then there's also the sacral chakra. So that can help us with our creativity. Leo is a highly creative sign, wanting to, maybe you're feeling called to write a book or redecorate your home or make some new oil blends. Who knows, right? So Leo also has that influence too. So that would be more of that sacral chakra of that orangey color, right? So where are you being pulled and drawn with that passion for yourself in your life? I'm gonna just check in with some of the comments here. And Jen says, great tips. Clear out the old so the new can come in. Absolutely. And you don't want to wear those dirty socks when you're all dressed up and have a brand new outfit. Heck no. And I see someone says, declutter, definitely. Declutter, inner decluttering and outer, right? So the thoughts, the beliefs, the patterns, the talk, the self-talk and all that. And then outer world, right? What paperwork, what things you need to declutter. Like I'm in the space here at Bonita, and the classroom has lots of stuff. We got a ton of product. I'm taking new photos, and this space needs to be decluttered because there are piles of stuff everywhere. But and we all know it feels so much better. But first, that I'm decluttering the website. So there's a new website that's coming in. So new photos, new everything. It just feels like it's the right time to do so, right? So yeah, inner and outer. And this also can be decluttering your car too, right? Your office, your car, your desk, your purse, your wallet, right? I think you all get that idea. And Doreen says, just decluttered my home. Yeah, it feels so good afterwards, right? And the energy, chi does have a hard time moving because it gets trapped in all those nooks and crannies. Also, when you have a lot of clutter, the mind oftentimes is reminded of, oh, you got to fix that. It's like a reminder of things you have to do, and then that can be overwhelming too, can't it? Oh my goodness. All right. So those are all my notes there, right? So I gave you a lot of suggestions for journaling, and I really do encourage you to write down some of those questions, the ones that resonate, or the contemplative subjects, to see what's really calling to you at this time. Okay. And how can you expand upon that, right? All right, so we're probably going to have a shorter streaming today. I'm going to be helping out front, helping Jody out front, and I can hear it's really busy out there. So got another brand new deck, right? I can't help it. And it's the Wild Woman Rising deck. So this is by, right, there's my demo sticker. This is by Angie Sullins, and the artwork is by Jenna Della Grottaglia. So this has been so popular in store and online. So it's a really gorgeous deck. And you still can work with the energies, even though it says Wild Woman. All right, so this is the back of the deck, right? All right, let's see a card that popped. We'll see if it pops up again. All right, so I'm going to select 3 cards, and then we're going to see what. So the question with this is, what the focus be for me with this new moon, the full moon? What is my higher self trying to convey to me? What is the suggestion of my higher self for me to work with? What energies for this month? Okay, there we go, 3. So are you drawn to 1, 2, or 3? This is such a great deck for this full moon. 1, 2, or 3. Again, and I'm using the Wild Woman Rising. I have a ton in store. I think I have it in the old online store too. Okay, if not, I'll put it up there. All right, Wild Woman Rising, 1, 2, or 3. This is what your higher self wants you to work on, or to hear, or to know for this moon. Okay, if you chose number 1, it is heed your wisdom. Owls are the traditional messengers of wisdom and bring to us the powers of both inner and outer insight. Wisdom is not found in temples or universities, but in the sanctuary of the human soul. Through dreams, reflection, and contemplation, we count the messages that wish to impart their wisdom directly into our being. And when we listen deeply, Wild Woman arises. Wild woman or wild man arises. So this is very much in alignment with some of the messages that were coming through about contemplation and sitting with that wisdom. Excellent. Thank you, Oracle deck. If you chose number 2, it's number 36. It's Believe in the Impossible. Hummingbirds are flying jewels, capable of outrageous winged feats. These aerodynamic wonders defy the odds of flight. The tiny powerhouses of possibility appear before you right now to remind you that impossible things happen every day. Don't forget there are things in your life right now that you previously thought impossible. Heck yeah, we've all been there with that, right? You are living a variety of circumstances right now that not too long ago were a dream, a goal, and ambition. You're growing into your next miracle this very minute. Let yourself believe it. When we loosen reality's tight constraints on possibility, our lives expands with potential, and Wild Woman arises, or Wild Man arises. Excellent. Hello, Kelly, first-time watcher. Hope you're enjoying this week's stream. If you chose number 3, you have Gather Your Loyalties. Both geese and wild women are known for their grace and loyalty, traveling together and refusing to leave one of their own behind. But more often than not, we forget to include ourselves in the loyalty formation. Remember that no is a necessary magic. Let go of anyone or anything that requires you to let go of yourself. When we remember to be loyal to our soul's needs and our time with deepest self, Wild Woman arises, or Wild Man arises. So this is that going within, that little bit of that hibernation and contemplation, again, to be with yourself and honor yourself as well. Yeah. All right. So hopefully the message has resonated. Right? Some things to think about. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. It's powerful, shamanic. Look at this one. Take your place. take your place. I got to read it out loud because I feel like this one wanted, like one more card wanted to be selected. Take your place. Number 5. To know we are part of a great circle of life is to know that our place in the world is unique and distinct. The divine feminine has created a sacred space for us, as big as bear, as fierce as fox, as majestic as eagle. Claiming full ownership of our gifts is how we take up our rightful place. And when we take our rightful place with belonging and integrity, wild woman and wild man arise. This is exactly this moon's energy, right? What are your gifts? What are your strengths? And how can you share that with the world? And how can you honor that, right? So I love that. I love this. I love this card. It's perfect for this week. So asking yourself those questions. If you're just joining in now, listen to the replay. There are certain suggestions from Spirit to contemplate upon and journal and ask yourself those questions. And this is about not shrinking ourselves small. This is about shining our light, allowing our gifts to be shared with the world in a way that is humble and with integrity, and that brings fulfillment with our path. All right, so you're very welcome, everyone. So Kelly, I did select 3 cards, so you would select one of those. I will probably do another live where I share messages for individuals. And Barb says, tell Jody. I said, hey, missing all of you. Can't wait for Owl Deck. Aw. Yes, I know. That new deck is coming. Just a couple more days of the millennial. Okay. And someone says, thank you, Laurie. I've been working on releasing old identities and I'm doing a herbal cleanse. Excellent. Love you too. Love you too. And just as it chose 2, it's perfect. And I'm still deep into my journey through hummingbird. So that synchronicity has an added bonus. And yes, that deck is beautiful and perfect because we are in the era of re-rising of the divine feminine, which is within all of us. You're welcome, Doreen. Have a great day. You're welcome. Thank you, everyone. You're also very welcome. And Kelly says, I'm trying to fulfill my lifelong dreams and just want to know I'm on the right path and if they'll ever come to fruition. Feel into yourself. Where does your energy rise? Where are you getting excited? Are you putting that intention and that prayer out into the universe that you're in alignment with your soul's destiny and that you have that validation that you're on that right path? I can guarantee you that there is no pathway for any of us that isn't for our highest and best good. Right? Sometimes we shift directions, and that's a divine shift in that direction. You're exactly where you need to be. Right? Sometimes we make a conscious choice sooner than later to shift that direction, but that's also divinely influenced as well. You're exactly where you need to be. Okay? All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I will say hello to Jody for you and have a blessed week, everyone, and happy full moon in Leo. I want to hear you roar. Bye-bye, everybody.